Yeah, welcome back to the Xerophobic 73 channel, guys. Welcome. Good morning to Xeo's morning catch up, day 33. It's about a week since I last done one of these. Just busy with doing other bits and pieces. Now, this catch up is exclusively to talk about my early opinions of the mega hit game for the PS4 exclusive, another Lightning exclusive for the PS4, which is none other than The Last of Us. Fantastic. Rage Killer Andy, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Flashing the membership. So everything Last of Us, everything The Last of Us. My early opinions of the game, I've played around, it must be 3-4 hours of it at the moment. It doesn't hold back in terms of brutality. The graphic violence is definitely there. There's an awful lot of context in it. There's an awful lot of, for me, from what I've played so far, there's an awful lot of opening up journals, reading, which I absolutely hate reading all that stuff anyway, not unless it's something relevant like a passcode or something like that, because you're constantly reaming through text. I don't particularly like that. I find it boring, a little bit boring and tedious, but I guess it's something to get the full narrative. Visually wise, the game is absolutely gorgeous looking. I haven't come across too many glitches and bugs, although having said that, after last night's stream ended rather abruptly when the stream crashed, which obviously broadcasting from the PS4 just ends the stream. But that's really the only glitch that I've come across. Sound is absolutely fantastic. Clickers in particular look fantastic there as well. Really a lot of detail in the clickers. Now, I haven't come across, this will be a no spoilers opinion, so again guys, if you haven't already played the game, no spoilers in the chat. One plot point that you do get very early on, which I'm not going to spoil it for anyone. I went, oh my god, brutal. So yeah, my early opinions, early reviews are mixed. It's a good game apparently, but there are some questionable aspects of the game, which again I'm not aware of, although I probably will as time goes on, the more I get through it anyway. But my early impressions are there's an awful lot of cutscenes. There's an awful lot of wandering around, not really sure where you are going. Now there is the map reference, which is fairly handy, but again, much like the engine of Uncharted, when you start to meander around for so long and not really know where you're going, you do get hints, which pretty much tells you where to be and where to go. So there's always that. So you're not going to get lost for too long. As I said, graphics sound are awesome. It's a little slow paced starting off, but then again, I think you'll probably get that. So as the game opens up, the difficulty now, I'm playing it on a moderate, which is, I suppose, normal. It's easily balanced for adventure and combat. It's tricky. I mean, the baddies, the bad guys are brutal. You don't get enough time to go in and lunge at them too much with melee attacks. If it's someone you're coming across with a weapon or a revolver, they will catch you before you hit the ground. William Armstrong, how you doing? Sorry about the cut. We just talking about The Last of Us at the moment, William. My stream ended rather abruptly last night. I had a crash, in case you're watching. So I will be doing more Uncharted 2 this evening. About the same again, the usual 2 hours or so to get us through the story, and then I'll go back. I'll go back to Uncharted again and finish that off, and then back to the old retro rewinds. You're fine, William. Glad to hear it, man. Glad to hear it. So yeah, game is promising. Slow. It's a slow start, but I'm sure it's going to pick up. Emphasis on enemies. The clickers are as usual. You can grab them and strike them from behind when you are stealthy. But as far as taking them down full combat, you have to get your three. You're pretty much saved within a few 30 seconds of an auto save. So it's not as if you have to go back through an entire section and rinse and repeat all the time. So I suppose from that point of view, it's nice. It's not too repetitive. So yeah, that's pretty much my opinion from the game so far. Don't know what else can I discuss about it now. Storyline from what I've had, it's you've got the again, no spoilers. You've got a lot more branching areas, so it doesn't seem quite so linear. You do backtrack a little into other areas, and also there seems to be a lot more faction based characters in this. So obviously from those of us who've watched The Last of Us, the original, big part in the storyline, and we've got obviously now other clans and other groups to contend with as well. Welcome guys to the catch-up. 7 minutes in the stream. Welcome people. It's the 25th of June. On another note, just moving away from Last of Us just for a second now, just regarding what's going on in the world, everyone should hopefully be back to work and their places of job, assuming that they haven't faltered due to loss of funds. So for those of us back to work, will be Monday the 28th. That's certainly from my point of view anyway. So everything back to some sort of normality anyway, at least. So from that point of view, it's good news. Oh, what temperature? What's the temperature today? Still very much a gorgeous day. What temperature are we? I can't even see. 18 degrees. Sorry guys, getting a little bit spot on my bald head in the camera there. 18 degrees. Temperature in the UK is around 34 degrees, so Ireland is getting a good, yesterday we had a good 20-25 degrees. So weather's good. Oh dear, excuse me. Shop is still mental busy, so still working 6 days a week. So it's plenty of work to be done anyway. So that's all good. So yeah, going back to The Last of Us. Difficulty is paced. Tricky. Doesn't hold back on gunfire, so you can as far as upgrades go with the game, you can upgrade obviously lots of fire rate, hip fire, inventory slots. You can increase recoil time, power. You've got the likes of your usual Molotov cocktails. You've got battery explosives there as well. And I think there's probably a new range of weapons there. A lot more melee weapons such as baseball bats, wrenches, clubs, tomahawk, axes, yeah, and model improvements are refined as well. So the character movements are really good. So Reggie, didn't see you coming in there. Hey Reggie, how's things? You? Hi Reggie. 18 degrees seems calm. I'm 18 degrees seems cold. Yeah, I suppose it depends what area you come from, I suppose. But 18 for most areas isn't that warm. But I suppose from Ireland or England's point of view in the Western Hemisphere, it's nice. How is The Last of Us 2, Resi? It's good, enjoying it. pretty tough. It's pretty tough on moderate, I have to say. But yeah, enjoying it. It's still early on in the game, so I haven't seen the bulk. Haven't seen the bulk of the that. Hopefully, get that brushed off over the next week or two. Just switch back then to Uncharted and usual mix of retro randomness. You know, that's it. That's the plan. That's the plan anyway. So that's the plan. So how is everyone doing anyway? As I said earlier on, just coming out of the going into the second phase of lockdown now. So a lot of major disruptions to our lives should be coming back to some sort of normality. I don't like using the word the new norm because I prefer the old norm, to be quite honest. I like the new normal. Everyone walking around with face masks on is far too clinical. It's what I would like to call a bit of madness. Well, guys, we're 2 minutes or 12 minutes through the stream, guys. Thanks very much for the 3 or 4 people coming on the catch-up. Thanks very much for the like as well. Do appreciate it. Thanks for popping in, guys. If you haven't been into a coffee catch-up before, it's just as a gaming and tutorial channel. It's just half an hour in the morning, just before I start my productive day. Just seeing what everyone's up to, seeing what they're at. And just touch base with the community. Because obviously I don't have time to talk to you individually during a stream or a video or during the comments. So just another way of giving back something, that's all. Now, let's share this out. Now, shut and chill. Now, let's just share out the stream, see if we can't get a few more bodies in here anyway. Because it's a little empty, even for my liking. And who have we got in? Who have we got in? Who have we got in? Way too damn cool. How you doing, Dylan? Good morning, man. How you doing? That's 2 members in the chat today. How you doing, man? How's things? How are you doing? 15 minutes into the stream, guys. How's it going? It's going very well, thanks, Dylan. How you doing with yourself, man? How's quarantine going for you? As I said earlier on the stream, we should be in a position now where we should start seeing some more businesses back up and opening by Monday. Fingers crossed, anyway. Playing Fallout 4. Ah, good choice, man. Good choice. Also making toast. Nice. Enjoy it, man. Put some Marmite on it. I love a piece. And a reconnection again. Yeah. I wish Google had fixed that problem with recording from the mobile phones, so that it doesn't buffer the whole time. Haven't had that in a long time. What, toast? So it's a quiet catch up this morning now. Mind you, I know I do these catch ups really early anyway, so it's not for everyone. In the States, it's about 1 or 2 in the morning, so I can't expect too many people to be up anyway. So it's nice to even talk to 1 or 2 of you anyway, which is fine. That's the whole point of the coffee catch up anyway. I think the temperature today is going to be another 34 degrees in the UK as well, so which means we're going to get the same amount of sunshine, I'd say, as the UK have. So we're 18 degrees. I'd expect it to get maybe mid-20s by around 2 or 3 o'clock. It should be a nice weekend anyway. Hope so. Nice weekend's weather for my son's whose birthday it is anyway. I will start a new game. Mom, oh yes, Marmite. Marmite. Love Marmite. Beef extract. Gorgeous, can't beat it. You will art a new game. What was that? You will art, or you start a new game, is it? People, 3 people in the chat at the moment now, guys. Thanks so much for popping in. That's a quiet catch up. Haven't had one as quiet as this in a wee while. Everyone taking advantage of the long weekend, possibly. Yeah, getting some extra Zeds in before you all have to go back to work on Monday. For those of us who haven't been back yet, start new in Fallout. Yeah, absolutely. Make sure Cogsworth will shout it out for you, Mr. Booby, Mr. Bastard, Mr. Barbosa. Sean, I'm afraid Sean's booed his pants there, sir. Is there anything I can do to help you? God, I haven't played Fallout 4 in so long. So I haven't. I actually started playing Fallout 76 game. You just get to a certain point where you don't know where to go. And very early on, you tend to get very much underpowered, so it takes you a while to rank up to a certain safe degree that you're not getting pot shotted in 5 seconds. So yeah, that's pretty much the day going forward, lads. So yeah, speaking about the Last of Us 2, I wouldn't mind playing that. What, Mr. Booby? Fallout 76, yeah, much the same, bigger area, different storyline. Yeah. So one question I would have for everyone now: do you think, for those of us who've played The Last of Us, do you think the wait was worth the while? So the extended time that Naughty Dog took to complete the game, do you think it would have been worse? Well, it's obviously, by all intent and purposes, the game is obviously improved, but but for how much? And was it worth the extra wait time, I wonder? Has anyone any other opinions? You don't have to think about it now, you can put it into the comments, or if you want to, it's no problem. Just wondering. Thanks very much for your time. Thanks for the one like. One like, 10 likes. It's all the same to me. Let's knock off that. Knock off the engine, save some petrol, save the environment, as they say. Thanks very much for the second like. Appreciate it. Appreciate all your support, guys, in the coffee catch-ups. It's nice to see people from the community coming in and just stopping to say hi and hey. Appreciate it. Very quiet coffee catch-up today. Everyone early, everyone late to bed last night. Wish I was. Was up early again as usual this morning. Bright and early. Early bird catches the worm. Another tile day. Tired. I think I was born tired. Well, it's late here. Yeah, say what? Yeah, 2 or 3 in the morning, Dylan. 3 a.m. 3 a.m. on the button. Should be pushing 9 o'clock shortly, so I should have my second guy in, and then off goes the day again. See what the day holds. Hope I have a better day than I had yesterday. Yesterday's day wasn't particularly good, but you have bad days, and you have good days as well. So that's just the way the cookie crumbles. And that's the way the cookie crumbles. Too many reconnections on the stream this morning now. Shocking. Now, as I say, guys, if you've just joined the chat, just going forward over the next couple of days, week or so, content will continue with The Last of Us 2. Once that's boxed off and in the can, I'll be just switching back to the remainder of Uncharted 3 and then Uncharted 4. I may even do the Lost Legacy, see how it goes time-wise, and then back to the usual coffee catch-ups and then the retro rewinds. You had a headache all day. There's nothing worse than a headache all day, mate. Nothing worse. So there's not. Should take some Nurofen or painkiller or something, man. That'll fix it. Could be just fatigue as well. There's a lot of worry causes headaches as well. I know that anyway. Yeah. That's pretty much the content today, guys, I think. Last of Us 2, quick catch up on the environment, the state of the world. Certainly from my point of view, everything back to some sort of normality by Monday. All commercial businesses hopefully should be reopening, albeit some 1 meter, 2 meter restrictions, social distancing, and all that type of stuff. The new norm. Ugh, hate that word. Hey guys, it's fairly light in the chat, guys. I think it's just way too damn cool. Big shout outs to Dylan for staying in pretty much the entire stream, and he's rocking the emoji membership there as well. And of course, special thanks to Rage Killer Andy as well, first in the stream again, rocking that membership badge there as well. Guys, by all means, if you want to become a member, very low tariffs, and there's a few little perks in there as well. You can take full advantage of those as well. Again, it's just the next level in community support as well. Um, the more people I get in on membership, I get to put more of the custom emojis in as well, and there's a few more perks as well. So it's just another add part of the banner as well. Right, guys, it's my other guy in now. I will talk to you all later. See you now.